Hello.
Hello. Welcome to Cinemaology. I am the main host, Kira B, back from nowhere.
A 2-3 month long vacation.
I've been coloring videos, but today we're gonna talk to y'all.
Nope.
I'm Kira and this is Josh.
Howdy.
We didn't plan that, that was good. But today we're gonna talk about Cowboy Bebop.
Crouch a little bit. Crouch. A little lower. There you go. Cowboy Bebop.
There it is. Legendary show, legendary anime that I only got introduced to through Josh, maybe. I don't know how many months ago.
Like 2 or 3.
But I didn't know about it. That's when we were watching all the OG animes. And so we ended up watching Cowboy Bebop and loved it for very different reasons.
Well, some of the same reasons, but we had different things we focus on just due to our personalities. So I'll do a quick just plot summary. So Cowboy Bebop, they're about bounty hunters. Spike, Jet, Faye, Ed, and Ein. Spike and Jet are the original bounty hunters. Faye joins the crew. Well, Ein joins first, then Faye and Ed. And the bounty hunters in the show are called Space Cowboys. So a lot of cowboy themes in the show, but it's not really the point of it. But yeah, that's slang for bounty hunter is cowboy or space cowboy. And Kira's gonna talk about what she liked, or her favorite parts. I'm gonna talk about my favorite parts, and then we're gonna give it a rating. Okay. Oh, also Bebop is the name of the ship that they fly in. So cowboy is slang for bounty hunter, so it's their bounty hunter ship. All right, Kira, tell us what you liked about it.
So what I love about really the older anime is the art style and the music. I feel like I can't always get into newer anime because that musical element is lost to me. And so I really love the jazz, like Josh was saying, the hand-drawn art style. All of that is what had me going with more of the flow of the show. Like I just really love to sit and watch it. And I love the characters too. Like they're all very unique.
Very
different. And I am interested in their storylines individually, but also as a group.
Everybody, which is really, really weird. Every character except for Ein, which is because he's a dog, had a very detailed story. And that threw me off. Some of them would just take an episode to explore. Some took a couple episodes to explore. Arguably the main character, Spike, his main story was sprinkled throughout the show, but you didn't really figure out what his story was until the end, until like the last 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah, so I loved the just unfolding of each of their stories, not necessarily even development. I don't know if they all developed in like substantial ways, but
that's what I'm going to talk about,
unfolded.
The character development.
Okay, so those are things that I liked about the show.
And probably the favorite part was the theme. It's not a classic happy-go-lucky story. There are a lot of happy points, but as the show ends, it gets a little bit darker and darker. This whole show is about dealing with your trauma, various ways, various different traumas, and how you deal with it. Sometimes you deal with it and you carry the scars from it and you come out stronger. Sometimes you come out a different person. Sometimes you come out broken. But that's really what the show is about. Each character has their own trauma, and sometimes the other characters are able to help lift them through it, which happens quite a bit. But sometimes they're on their own. And one of the characters, I won't spoil, knows what he's facing at the end. He tells his friends a goodbye in a certain way. And he knows his death is coming. But he dealt with his trauma and he faced it with a smile. And that's something very interesting that we could learn from on how to deal with your issues. I really like that theme. It really makes you think and wonder, should you avoid what's facing you or should you hit it head on? Even if you know what the outcome will be if you hit it head on, at least you won't have to bury that or carry that weight and that guilt with you any longer. So that got dark, but it's a really good anime. Pretty funny. I really enjoyed it. So how are we going to do the ratings? We're going to do Bebops?
No, we're going to do cowboy hats.
Okay. How many cowboy hats out of 10 do you give this anime?
I give this anime 9 out of 10 cowboy hats.
All right, I'm gonna give this anime 9.5 cowboy hats out of 10. I absolutely love this anime. I probably give it a 10 if it was a bit happier ending. But I know I said all that stuff about the trauma, but
Right. He says all of this dark existential stuff, and then he's like, man, I wish I would have been happier.
I'm a sucker for happy endings. So, sorry we can't all live in a fairy tale. All right, guys, thank you for joining us, and see you later, Space Cowboy.